Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This is going to be my Flash episode 6 video, Enter Zoom. So many Easter eggs, so much fun Linda stuff. So let's get going. Just careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet. There is a new round of the reverse flash ring giveaway. All you have to do to enter that is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. So here we go, starting with top 5 WTF. Quick dad burn. So Jesse Quick on Earth 2 finds out that her dad, Harrison Wells of Earth 2, created all the metahumans, and it seems like he just doesn't want to tell everyone about it because of hubris. Like, it might be his hubris that leads to the rise of Zoom. Like, he keeps trying to place blame on Jay Garrick, like, oh, he's not enough of a hero. But my Jesse, always so quick, figures things out. So she's like, okay, I get it, you're kind of a dirtbag dad, but I still love you. Most of this gets tied up in Cisco trying to vibe on him, which I think is funny the way they use that term. Did you vibe on me? What did you vibe on me? Cisco, go try to touch him again. It's just the writers slowly humanizing this dickbag version of Harrison Wells. I thought the serial killer version would have been a bigger jerk. But on to number 4, Earth 2 Oliver Queen shout out. So this is where they go into Flashpoint territory. If you ever saw the animated movie or read the comic, Thomas Wayne becomes Batman instead of Bruce because Bruce died. They do the Queen's Gambit like in the background on the news, and it's like a twist on that. They do the Thomas Wayne thing, so maybe Green Arrow of Earth 2 is Robert Queen. That was just fun. I would expect to get more Earth 2 Easter eggs for characters that we know on Earth 1 already. Just like little jokes or things on the newscast like the way they did this Green Arrow thing. On to number 3 though, Dr. Light training montage. Best training montage ever. There was so many funny moments. How long you been keeping these around? Well, you gotta have a hobby. I love that Cisco made cardboard cutouts of Team Flash and just had them sitting around in a warehouse. Like, how long have those existed? Melise Zhao was so much fun playing Linda Park, trying to play Earth 2 Linda Park Dr. Light. They get into Tropic Thunder territory. I'm the dude playing the dude, pretending to be the other dude. And just for reference, Earth 2 Dr. Light, she only escaped because she took her costume off and was able to use her powers. That means she's naked running around somewhere. So somewhere on Earth 1, if you keep your eyes peeled, you might see naked Linda Park. Maybe on the DVD bonus features. Maybe that hit the cutting room floor. On to number 2 though. Fake Dr. Light versus Barry Allen. So this is so much fun. It's like Linda performing. It's like she's performing theater. Did I do it okay? Did I do it good that time? Nah, bring it back a little bit. A little too much that time. Then she does take down Barry and leans in really close. Are you okay? You still okay? Like, it's like, okay, of course Zoom is probably watching this somehow. Which is the real question. Like, obviously Zoom knew that was gonna happen, so he waited for them to disperse and came in later. You like to use bait to fish? I like to use bait too. So it goes from super comedy, like one of the funniest episodes of The Flash ever, to one of the scariest episodes ever, and my number 1 WTF, Barry versus Zoom. So this is actually a really good fight for as short as it was. It's kind of like what you hoped to have seen with the Reverse Flash and Barry last year, but what they never really got to. Like, they never got to those big prolonged fights because Barry wasn't that good as the Flash yet. And even as good as he's gotten since last season, he exists kind of in the same power imbalance with Zoom. Reverse Flash Season 1, way better than Barry Season 1. Zoom Season 2, also a lot better than Barry Season 2. So he throws the lightning back at him, but Barry does kind of defeat him with science for a brief moment, like the terminal velocity fix. But Zoom beating Barry, like parading him around town, like, look at your god here, he's no god, your Flash is dead. It's almost like he wants to rub the world's nose in it. He wants everyone to see that he is the best. It's almost like the hubris of Earth 2 Harrison Wells, who we know for sure is not Zoom now. Like, Earth 2 Harrison Wells wasn't able to admit his mistake. Look, I caused this huge explosion, created all these metahumans, created all these problems. Zoom wants everyone to acknowledge his greatness. It's not enough that he is the fastest. He wants everyone to see him being the fastest. Just something to think about when you're theory crafting Zoom. Just as he's ready to kill Barry though, Cisco's able to get him with the serum, and Zoom runs away before it takes effect. So it's, temporary victory. But the interesting thing is that Barry, as he wakes up, cannot feel his legs. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to see an episode where Barry just is out of commission. And next week is the Gorilla Grodd episode, so they're probably going to have to find a way to defeat Grodd without Barry having his super speed. And just a reminder, episode 8 is going to be the big Arrow crossover. So episode 8 of The Flash will come first. That'll be the first part of the crossover. It'll be the Vandal Savage episode. Then the second part of that will be Arrow episode 8, like the next night. So it'll be like a 2-hour short movie for Legends of Tomorrow. It'll completely set up what's going on with Legends of Tomorrow. That's what this picture's all about. Now, notice the gloves that Barry is wearing. That obviously has something to do with the plot of the episode, but this picture is from the second part of that, the Arrow half. So the real question is Barry going to get the use of his legs back at the end of the Grodd episode, or is he going to get it back during the crossover episode? But what I'm going to do is I'll talk a little bit more about that Grodd episode when I post a trailer video later in the week. There's so much we could talk about that. It's going to be kind of like a King Kong episode with Caitlin Snow. But let me know in the comments, what was your guys' favorite moment from the episode? Was it just watching Barry go up against Zoom, like seeing all the crazy stuff Zoom can do? We've only seen the beginning of his powers. Actually, Danielle Panabaker did an interview where she was teasing that Zoom has a bunch of abilities that we haven't seen yet. So I just expect Zoom to do something even more spectacular in a future episode. Probably the mid-season crossover. But just some other really awesome things about the episode that didn't really fit into my top 5. So you have Patty here on the outside. She's one of the few people that doesn't know anything about what's going on with Team Flash. And she had that conversation with Joe where he's like, look, I'm involved with this, yeah, but I'm not dirty. Just give me a couple days, trust me. And then she goes to Barry and she's like, want to do something tonight? And he's like, oh, I got a thing with Joe tonight. So you can see the wheels turning in her head. Like she figures out that Barry's hiding something from her. But as far as I can tell, Patty still doesn't find out that she's the Flash, at least through the mid-season finale. I don't know if that's going to happen in episode 9 or if they're going to save that for the second half of the season. Definitely not as long as they stretch the Iris West reveal in season 1. I think they learned their lesson, like that, okay, we're not going to drag it out that long. But Patty has that funny moment where she's like, I'm not baby crazy, and all I could think about was Wally West and Linda Park's children. But obviously, like, Barry and Patty aren't going to be having babies or anything like that. But anytime people talk about having babies with the Flash, you think of Wally West's children. And then there was Iris's moment at the end before Zoom came along where she and Linda were talking, well, if we're going to be on Team Flash, we better start going to CrossFit or something like that. Let me know what you guys think. If Linda Park were to actually formally join Team Flash and start helping out solving crimes, do you think that she should keep the Dr. Light name or she should take something else? Because in the comics, she's always just Linda Park. There was kind of that Gwen Stacy Green Goblin moment with Linda, but obviously that's Marvel, so I don't think that that's what they were going for. It's just that anytime a villain holds a heroine over a building and drops her, you think of Green Goblin and Gwen Stacy now. What's going to happen next is there's a new Jessica Jones trailer, so I'll post that hopefully in the next 6 to 12 hours. It'll probably be Wednesday morning. Then I'll do Arrow, then I'll do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then I'm probably going to do Supergirl on Thursday. So far I'm on track to do everything, but I should be posting updates on Twitter and Facebook. There are links for that at the bottom of the description. While you guys wait for everything to post, you can click here for the last Star Wars trailer that I just posted. They just posted a longer clip with Han Solo and Rey. And you can click here for my Flash Season 2 playlist. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.